International solidarity with the Palestinian people. International solidarity with the Palestinian people. International solidarity with the Palestinian people. Hey!
I will teach you the step and we'll start the music and we'll dance together. Okay? So, the step is very basic. You're just gonna go 1, 2, kick, stop. That's it. Okay, so.
International solidarity with the Palestinian people. Hey!
My name is Alex Tiro. I'm the leader of the Green Party of Quebec, and I'm out here today to support Palestinian human rights on behalf of the Green Party, because as we've seen, the government of Israel has really been involved in a lot of war crimes in the Palestinian territories, and they've carried this out with the explicit support of the Canadian government. So it's really important for political parties, but also Canadian citizens, to speak out against what our government is doing to support these war crimes against the Palestinian people.
So my name is Melly. I am a pro-Palestinian activist here in Montreal, also producer for Quebec for Palestine. Today we're here for the commemoration of the solidarity
for the Palestinian people.
Yeah. And for me, being here represents the fact that I am standing on the right side of history today. I am not going to later in life tell myself, oh, you know, we let this happen. How could we have done this? Well, I will not be the one to regret not being on the right side of history. And that is why I am here today, because I think every human being, Palestinian or not, have the right to be free and have justice and basic human dignity. So that is why I am here today, and that is why I stand and act for the Palestinian cause.
As a Palestinian youth leader, I am here today to show that we also have a voice in this, that we can do a lot of things with our voice. We can show people what's right and what's wrong, and later, just like Melanie said, later we will not regret our choices. We can make history right now. We can hand in hand, Palestinian or not, in any type of religion.
My name is Samuel Zussman. We believe for a Jew is forbidden to have their own land, not just in Palestine or even in the whole world. The whole movement of the Zionist state is against the Bible, is against Judaism, and it's a rebellion against God. True that Jews is not a Zionist, and a Zionist is not a Jew.
We're here today to express solidarity with the Palestinian people, and I think it's incumbent upon us to reflect upon what solidarity means. Solidarity does not mean simply paying lip service to the notion that the Palestinian people have human rights and that they're entitled to the same rights as the rest of us. It also means backing up those principles with action. The Canadian government only pays lip service to the notion that Palestinian lives matter as much as other lives. On the website of the Foreign Ministry, you can see a statement that the settlements constitute a violation of the Fourth Geneva Convention. That is absolutely true. You will also see a statement that the settlements are a serious obstacle to peace. That is absolutely true. But in December of last year, when the United Nations put forward a resolution calling for the self-determination of the Palestinian people, which was supported by 177 nations, 8 nations voted against. Israel, the United States, 4 or 5 small island states, and Canada. The Canadian government refused to endorse the basic notion that the Palestinian people are entitled to self-determination. That is not solidarity, that is betrayal. It is betrayal of the most fundamental values that are supposed to define our nation. It is a betrayal of the Palestinian people.
Israël comme un occupant étranger, le gouvernement canadien s'est opposé à cette résolution. Et pendant qu'il tient ce discours, il aime ça prétendre ici qu'il est contre l'islamophobie et la tolérance religieuse. Voilà l'hypocrisie libérale. Les Canadiens ont maintes fois exprimé leur dégoût de ce type d'amitié avec le sionisme israélien. Nous nous joignons au peuple du monde pour exiger que cesse l'occupation, que le droit de retour des Palestiniens soit reconnu et que des réparations leur soient faites. Palestine vivra, Palestine vaincra!
Zionism, that's what is telling us that we, the Jewish people, should not be living where we are living. We do not have the right to live here in Quebec or in Canada or the United States. Why? Because we're Jewish. And this is what we hear now from the new Bannon, who has been appointed the chief advisor to the President-elect Trump, because he says that Israel is for the Jewish people. And here in the United States, Canada even, the Liberal government has voted against Palestine, and they believe the same thing. That here is not a country that is suitable for Jewish people and Muslim people to live here or to come here. Why? This was not originally a Christian country. This was originally a people who came from the East and settled here 20,000 years ago and are the indigenous people of Quebec, of Canada, and the United States. And yet, the Christians who came from Europe claimed this territory for themselves and attempted to convert everybody to be only a Christian. And the Jewish people are supposed to leave and go to Palestine and live in what is called a Jewish state, which it is not even. Even the Israel government has not been able to declare itself to be a Jewish nation state because the definition of being Jewish is not standard. There is no definition of what it is to be Jewish. There are various ways of being Jewish.
Je suis Rita Amabili et très vite dans ma vie, j'ai fait le choix d'être amoureuse. C'est pour cela que je suis devenue théologienne. Alors selon moi, il n'y a aucun autre chemin vers l'humanité que d'être amoureuse. Il n'existe aucune autre route vers la paix que de se pencher vers la souffrance de l'autre, qui que soit cet autre. Et depuis toujours, je suis amoureuse des enfants et bien entendu, ma préférence va à ceux qui souffrent. Pour eux, j'ai créé Azag et les enfants, puisque Azag, c'est Gaza à l'envers, c'est l'envers de la peine et l'envers de la peur. Et un jour, je me suis aperçue que la situation de Gaza était très peu connue.
Mon pays, le Maroc, le royaume du Maroc, a toujours joué un rôle remarquable dans la mise en place des fondements d'un ordre arabe solidaire Il s'est toujours engagé fermement à soutenir les causes arabes et islamiques, avec leur tête la cause du peuple palestinien et sa lutte nationale pour instaurer un État palestinien indépendant avec Al-Quds oriental, Jérusalem-Est comme capitale.
Despite all the confusion that's happening in the Middle East, that we should not forget the Palestinians, we should not forget the West Bank, we should not forget the blockade on Gaza, we should not forget the refugees, we should not forget the right of return.
We know it's very hard for the media to advertise Jews against Zionism many years ago, even for money, very hard. The right word, we very appreciate because the right word comes out in this way. Thank you very much. Free Palestine.
Aujourd'hui, les réfugiés palestiniens par millions, on leur refuse le droit de retour dans leur pays, le pays de leurs ancêtres. De nos jours, si vous avez été chassé du temple de Salomon il y a 2000 ans, vous pouvez aller habiter en Palestine, mais si vous avez encore les clés de votre maison et l'acte de propriété, vous ne pouvez pas y aller parce que vous êtes palestinien. Ça devrait mettre tout le monde en colère. Merci.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all very much for coming out and braving the weather. I know it's not the best conditions. My name is Salman. I'm a local activist here in Montreal, Quebec since 2013, and I have a group called Equality Quebec, grassroots organization that supports the liberation and the freedom of our people right here living in Quebec, and also to promote these kinds of values outside of our borders as well. As Canadian citizens, we take a great amount of pride in being citizens of a democratic nation. However, being part of a real democracy means to support democratic values within our own borders and outside of our borders as well. And here we have a serious problem. Here we are living a life as hypocrites. And it's not really our fault. It's because we're part of a system that is inherently corrupted. Our federal government provides unconditional support to a government that was founded on colonialism, an apartheid-based government that illegally expelled over 700,000 indigenous Palestinian people from their homes by force in some of the most heinous ways ever shown in human history.
Une pensée à nos frères et sœurs en Palestine d'être indignés par ce qui se passe en Palestine. Alors en un mot, je dirais vive la Palestine et free Palestine.
Okay, hi everybody. I just want to thank everyone for coming here and supporting us Palestinians, because having you here today it gives us hope. Because for people like me and for other Palestinians, we don't always have the opportunity to do a lot for our country.
شعلها يا جوانو